Yo, in today's video, I wanted to talk about my favorite journal entries in God of War Ragnarok. There are some very well-written dialogues, as well as some very insightful thoughts that I really like about the characters. The wolf Fenrir has been in decline for some time now. Atreus cares for the animal deeply and has not been able to accept that he is dying. In the past, I would have told him to close his heart to this loss, but he has already endured so much. I see the compassion in his heart, and I am proud of the man he is growing into. But I must keep him focused if he is to be ready for more dark days ahead. Now there's two things I really like about this entry. One, Kratos actually acknowledges how proud of his son he is. And two, Kratos sees a little bit of Faye in Atreus' eyes. The fact that he's so compassionate and so willing to help innocent creatures makes it seem like he's going to become a great god in the future. Also, it's pretty sweet how Fenrir is still with them in the form of Garm's body. I just love the fact that he's in Jotunheim with Angrboda. The next one is about Mimir. Mimir has lived with us since our return from Jotunheim. I have known few I would call friend, and brother, fewer still. But I have come to rely on his wisdom and counsel of the smartest man alive. Also, he is compact and does not consume precious resources. Now, Kratos is the type of guy to not trust anybody, to never open up to anyone, and the fact that he actually refers to Mimir as brother now is amazing. He used to only refer to him as head in the previous game, and now he openly takes his counsel and has become one of his closest allies. I just find that really sweet. This one is on Atreus. Atreus has grown much since our journey to Jotunheim. We have trained through winter upon winter with no summers between. He is stronger, more capable, more adept in battle, and an excellent climber. But he still has much to learn if he is to master his emotions with discipline. Now, I just love the growth of this character. In the previous game, we saw how he struggled to track a deer on his own, and in the start of Ragnarok, he's able to hunt a deer all on his own without his father's help. He's stronger, as Kratos mentioned in his journal, and much more capable of doing whatever task at hand. Yes, he still needs help with controlling his emotions, but it's crazy to see how far our boy has come, almost turning into a man. This one is for Skoll and Hati. Of all the stories Mimir told us of the giants, this was among the most difficult to believe. Giant wolves with the power to chase day into night and back again? Yet the secrets Atreus uncovered with their shrine reveal they are alive, and perhaps then, so is Tyr. Now, what I like about this is the fact that in a world of magical hammers and dwarven magic and celestial beings, you really think wolves that chase day and night are that surprising. I just thought it was funny. This one is on Thor. There are many differences between Thor and his brother Balder. Balder fought wildly, his motivation to inflict pain. Thor is calmer. His bloodlust is for the fight itself, not for the suffering it inflicts. The full force of his attack is as heavy as any I have felt. The hammer, Mjolnir, only compounds his power. Each blow echoes with the death and destruction they have wrought together. He chose to end our fight prematurely. It is good for both of us that it did not reach its conclusion. Now, what really stands out to me is that Thor has fought Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, all these really powerful Greek gods, and in his journal, he said that Thor's hits are the heaviest he's ever felt, just showing how powerful this Norse god is. This one is on Hurst and Mist. To fight two Valkyries in tandem is to face both the sea and the sky as they crash down as one. Their coordination in battle was unmatched. It is a pity their fealty to Odin is by choice, and not a corruption abated by their death. I would always prefer a Valkyrie to fight on my side. Their aim was to take the mask back to Odin, and perhaps Atreus with it. I hope news of their demise travels swiftly to Asgard. Now, we all know how powerful Valkyries are. There was such a struggle to fight in the previous game, and in this one we fight two at the same time. It was a really fun fight, even though it wasn't as difficult as I expected, because I'm guessing it's part of the story, so they toned it down a bit. But to fight two Valkyries side by side, oh my goodness, Kratos did a fantastic job on describing how powerful they are, and I think it was a very insightful piece of work by him. This one's on Gunna, Odin's final Valkyrie queen. At one time, she was Frey's handmaiden, friend, and trusted confidant. Mimir has called her a traitor, but it was clear she believed she was the one betrayed. Freya had spoken highly of her ambition, her conviction, and unyielding loyalty. These would be admirable qualities in a warrior. Yet in the end, her loyalty proved misplaced in Odin, even after his defeat. She met her end with dignity, though Freya took no satisfaction in delivering it. Now this entry was really insightful because from our perspective, it seems like Gunnar is the traitor for following Odin, but in her perspective, we're the evil ones. So it's clear to see that she's been brainwashed by the Allfather and thinks Freya is the one that betrayed her, when really she didn't take into consideration all the evil things Odin has done to her. The last one is going to be based on the Lungbakker. It appears that Mimir has enacted many cruelties here in Svartalfheim, none more reprehensible than chaining this creature and harvesting its fat for oil. To perform an act so heartless and to put it out of one's mind, to never speak of it, it reminds me of a boat captain I wronged long ago. He too was robbed of his freedom and suffered because of who I was and the choices I made. Perhaps there's a measure of monster inside us all. Now there's many things I like about this entry. 1. Kratos references the boat captain in the previous games. 2. Mimir actually has a very cruel past similar to Kratos. And 3. Mimir actually tries to save the being and be the better person. Now this was one of my favorite side missions just because of how impactful it was and how emotional it was between all the characters. But this is the end of the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment down below on which journal entries were your favorite, and hit the subscribe button if you want to hear more videos like this. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!